Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, 3 May 2026. I'm setting up for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday edition. Trying to get all my bells and whistles connected. So that we can get this stream up and running and show good to go. Having an issue with one of the platforms, but we'll get that taken care of and resolved shortly. We'll get this show on the road. Hope everybody had a great week and great weekend. More to come this week. So, we'll have Willie in tonight. Warm Farmer Willie. And tonight is our premiere broadcast on Pilled. So, welcome everybody that's joined us over there as well. Still trying to get everything up and running, but we'll be there real soon. Take down the opening banner. Mr. Froggy. Mr. Pepe. Left Rogue. I'll be getting John and the crew up here very shortly. Hang tight. We are coming in loud and clear all over the place from what I'm gathering. So I am happy with that. Welcome in new folks. Appreciate each and every one of you out there. Let me give John and the crew a call. and him a ring-a-ling-a-ling. And we'll get the party going here. Hey, Doc. How's it going?
I told you never to call me at the office.
Oh, there we go. There we go. How's my mic?
Sound good.
Yeah,
Right.
sounds very Mike-ish.
Awesome.
What about Tim and Joe?
Well, listen, Joe is on his own, but Tim, if he gets a bus ticket, I'll give him a place to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He might want a new beanie cap. That's all I gotta say. Anyway,
I got plenty. I keep his little bald head warm.
Yeah.
I always
Paging Mr. CS. Paging Mr. CS.
Hello.
There he is.
there he is.
there he is.
There he is.
Yellow.
There he is.
Oh, goodness gracious. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing really good. Tonight's our first night that we stream on Pilled.
On what?
On a
Pilled.
platform called Pilled.
Can you spell it?
PILLED.
Pilled.
.net.
Got it. .net. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello,
Pilled.
Bill.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, D Live is no longer with us, so I'm giving this a try.
We're now pilling. Okay.
Yeah, D Live
Yep.
died, so
So D-Dead.
yeah,
See, that's what should have replaced it, is D-Dead.
yeah.
Get my people to buy the domain name.
The
Oh,
human.
okay. Is that the new one?
D-Dead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a
I'll be-
service that we sell.
If this,
we put a live streaming cam inside your coffin when you're buried, and people can watch your live streams.
Yeah. If we
Can make a fortune.
take
Oh,
in
good.
if this works out good, I will add this to our stream list of streams that we put out. But this is our test.
Right. It's our first time being pilled.
Yeah, first time being pilled.
Right. Now the
Red,
different levels of pilled, like the red pilled and the black
Black
pilled and the
pilled.
white pilled, and
yeah, well,
Clown Bill.
yeah, they got a blue and red pill on it, so I
Okay.
don't know. It's like,
Japanese, Italian.
I wonder if it's one of those things where it caters to be a free speech kind
It
of
does.
like full blown free speech.
well, yeah, with the blue and the red pill. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
One of the most shameful chapters of American history.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I hear Ilhan Omar.
Talking about World War XI again.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, that broad. We all thought.
And according to
Trump was
Fox
the time
News,
traveler.
they're strapping explosives on the dolphins in the Strait of Hormuz.
again? When are they
That's
going to
according to
learn? You
Fox
have to
News.
do it. You have to put him on the giant megalodon. All
Yep.
right.
Well, I have to admit, my
You can
song by
carry
AC/DC, Kamikaze Dolphins, it rocks.
So that probably does actually rock as a song.
Yes.
Did
Oh,
you-
yeah. I made it about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you made the Kamikaze Dolphin song already? Send it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me later.
Okay, we'll do. It really sounds like AC/DC. It's pretty amazing.
Oh man, you got to do it in baby metal form though. Kamikaze Dolphins.
There you go. Like Baby Shark.
Baby shark. Da, 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 da.
Yep.
Exploding shark. Da, 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 da.
Exploding dolphins, exploding dolphins, in the straight, in the straight, exploding dolphins, Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta love
I
it.
have a new conspiracy theory for you guys involving this dolphin story.
Okay.
A conspiracy?
The reason that dolphins are going extinct is because the CIA thinks everyone else has spy dolphins too, and we're killing them all.
You know, that is a believable conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I read it and I was like, yes, that's my new one.
Yeah. But do you guys remember the movie from the 60s, Day of the Dolphin, with George C. Scott?
Yeah,
No,
Flipper.
I'll have to check
Remember
that
Flipper?
one out.
It wasn't Flipper, but they trained the.
Sorry, that takes me back too far. Then.
Okay. The scientist teaches dolphins to speak, and it's all like hush hush. But they find out about the smart dolphins, and they strap a bomb to its head and try to get it to blow up the president. Day of the Dolphin.
That's awesome.
With George C. Scott.
I'll have to check that one out. The wife and I like to watch old movies occasionally for fun.
Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you knew what we had, the whistleblower.
That's Friday, not Friday, but Wednesday when Brent interviews CS.
Really? That can happen on Wednesday?
That's supposed to happen this Wednesday.
Okay.
Titillizing.
So if you're out there listening, you won't want to miss it.
Right. Now, has anyone told CS that after that, Brent takes over the show?
Forever.
Yeah. Wasn't that the whole idea?
It's not just the news show then.
Yeah, this is the whole rabbit season, duck season, Gonna do that switch on him.
Oh.
You interview the host, and then all of a sudden, the host becomes an interviewee. It's a clever trap.
Corporate trap. Yes,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost as clever as the box and a stick.
Yes.
Which works surprisingly well if you have the right bait, actually.
Yeah.
This looks surprisingly good over there on our new platform that we're checking out right now.
Pilled.
Yeah. And I'm restreaming it through Beam.
Okay.
And that worked out peachy.
This is the whole streaming thing. Just it got too complicated for me, and I do standalone videos. I'm never consistent enough with going live anyway. This is my live show. This is the one.
Right.
There's just so much stuff that you have to keep up on that I'm just not interested in, and my ADD brain is like, yeah, I don't care to learn that. I'm gonna go do this other thing.
They want you to follow the comments and comment on the comments while doing a show.
Yeah, good luck there.
Yeah.
I do my best to keep up everywhere I can, but hey, there's always that. You know what I'm saying?
You mean when you do your shout outs, you're talking to people in the comments?
Yeah, that's
See,
basic.
we all, in the meetings when you're not there, we always thought you had imaginary friends you were talking to.
Right. Okay.
So he's shouting out to. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So apparently, we don't have a crazy producer.
No.
That's
well,
a plus.
you can't really say that because I have my medicine, all right,
Just
and
crazy
I take it regularly. Okay. So
All right.
I'm all good tonight, I think.
All right.
You're regimented.
Yep.
Aren't you glad I made it?
Doing the Thorazine shuffle.
Do we have a show tonight? Yeah, we have a show tonight then, right? Yeah. Because I set up and we're already streaming to the video side, so we're good to go.
All right.
Yeah, we'll...
What is that background? Is anybody else?
Yeah, I hear a buzz.
Oh, that's the fan.
All right.
Hold on. Ugh.
It's his only fan.
Oh, I got one above me too.
Boy, it is buzzing. Wong.
Sounds like we're getting ready to take off to deploy to Iran.
I think that's another.
If you go like an octave lower, I think that's the brown one.
Maybe mama
Okay, how's everybody doing out there?
We're listening to the buzz.
Yeah.
You hear the buzz? What's that buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's that buzz?
We have a fan situation apparently. We're trying to
Oh, and we found out that Mark's not actually crazy when he makes those call outs to what we thought were imaginary friends. He's talking to people in the comment section. Who knew? Just thought he was crazy all this time.
That doesn't mean he's not crazy.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah,
but he's crazy. So, you know, you can't believe him.
It's the conundrum. Really.
It is a conundrum. We need to pay Mark's kids to come in and mess with the settings while he's away.
Yeah,
don't you think?
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean people aren't following you.
That's true. When they get me, you'll see why I was so paranoid.
Well, will the wife put a bow on you before you get sent out, or what?
You know, if I'm lucky, she's not going to abuse a corpse, okay? That's if I'm lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yep. Yeah, it's quite a hum.
Yeah, I really do.
It almost sounds like feedback going to fan.
Hold on here. Oh, okay. Hold on here. How about now?
Hey, you fixed it.
There you go.
All right.
I had
back on.
Huh?
It was kicking in a second ago. Wasn't as bad, but there it goes again.
I have to turn my mic booster down. There.
Okay.
How about that?
Still hear it. Now
Whenever
it stopped.
you talk,
now it's back on.
Yeah, it's whatever it picks up sound, it sounds like it's coming back.
Okay,
It must be reverb.
I don't have any anything up that loud, so I don't know.
Oh, I think we got it.
Well, that's when I talk, it cuts it out.
I think we're good now. I think we are.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yep. We're good.
If it starts again, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, see, now, okay, I have to get right up on the mic in order to take and get heard. So.
Oh, that's good.
You have to put it all the way in your mouth.
Yep.
No, I don't like
I have
that.
extended bass headphones, so I definitely hear all those low rumbles.
Yeah. Okie dokie doke. Oh. How's everybody's weekend? Has everybody had a pretty good weekend? Mine's been really good. I've had Victoria here, and we've had a really nice time this weekend.
So. Yeah, we had a blast this weekend, too. We went to see Project Hail Mary, and then the kid had a couple folks come over and get tattoos last night, so we hung out last night, and it was a good weekend. It was very
That
nice
was a good movie, wasn't it?
Oh, man. It's the best movie I've seen in probably 10 years in the theater.
I think that's a safe statement. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Which movie is that?
Project Hail Mary. Highly recommended. If I told you, it would ruin the movie.
It's a classic hero's arc, like classic hero's arc.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I could tell you the beginning. Guy wakes up on his ship with two other crewmates that are dead.
But it's got humor, it's got emotion, it's got action, it's got it all.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And again, if I told you much more than that, I would ruin the movie for you.
Yeah, no spoilers here.
But
except
is Charlton Heston in it?
Is the son of Darth Vader.
Is Charlton Heston in it?
Yeah, that's right.
Is he? Is Charlton Heston in it?
No, he's not in it.
Oh,
no.
thank God, because every time he wakes up from a ship and that and goes outside, there's monkeys all over the
I know.
place.
If you watch original Planet of the Apes, he shoots up, and then when he wakes up, he's on a planet full of monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's all a big drug trip.
It's a very good possibility.
Because that's what he shoots up. I'm telling you. And then next thing you know, he's on a planet full of
Well, they made
monkeys.
it in the 60s, too. There's no idea what they were thinking.
Yeah, well, they just kind of, you know how the writers are. They shoot up and they start writing this stuff.
The good ones,
It's
anyway.
the 60s,
Yeah.
Hollywood,
I mean, I read Naked Lunch. They're doing it with bug spray. Man, William S. Burroughs, he was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough book.
There's quite a few writers who were more like they would have been influencers in today's world, and they wrote about like Hunter S. Thompson was another one.
Oh my God,
Mark
yeah.
Twain. Yeah.
Just wild all the time.
Mark Twain would have been the king of YouTube or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially if we did drugs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were. It was that was being a writer was very much being part of the social fabric, like the cultural fabric.
Yep.
Yeah, like when radio and TV came along, it kind of diminished that. I don't know what's J.K. Rowling and like Stephen King are the last two that I'm familiar with that are really super huge, like across their books, like influential because of their books. I don't know. Is there another one that I'm trying to think of another author in the last like 20
Michael Crichton.
years? Oh yes. Michael Crichton's another one. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you got Tom Clancy, and
Yeah, Clancy though he started.
He writes
in
the same
90s.
book, just with different characters.
That's
Or is it the same character,
yeah,
different
but I'm
books?
thinking like the video game genre. You know what I mean? He's pretty much
Okay.
made a
He
$1
did
billion
have-
off that.
Oh yeah, the Tom Clancy video games were huge, but they were like I said, I think that was more of a '90s thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Rainbow
but
Six
I mean,
for
in other words,
PS1
as far
was
as being
terrible.
known by the zeitgeist, and being like in with the in crew, like
Yeah.
they all know who he is.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
You get 5 points for using the word zeitgeist today.
Zeitgeist.
It's my word of the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to work it into the radio show tonight. We'll see.
Any German word that has no English equivalent is definitely worth 5 points.
Okay. Far from pooping.
No, that doesn't. That's a
Farfignugan?
made-up word. No.
Made up.
Schadenfreude. That one. That's a 5
Done.
point.
Right.
Yeah.
Farfignugan.
No Farfignugan.
Yeah. Du hast.
Farfignugan ist nicht.
Du hast mich Hagedas.
Yeah.
Dankeschön, auf Wiedersehen.
Du
It
hast.
still cracks me up that Willie speaks perfect German, and we never use that. Like, we don't use it enough, I think.
Well, come over here and tell him.
Really? I didn't know Willie spoke perfect German.
Fluent. Well, fluent German. I don't know if it's perfect.
Fluent. Oh. Well, he and Hansel then can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, in German.
Victoria
in German.
says hi, guys.
Hello, Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
You can't see me when I'm waving hi.
Well, come over here and then
Oh.
they can see you.
Oh wait, you have your camera on.
Yeah, I do.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Give you
Hello.
Yeah, bend down so you can.
there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Now look to your right.
peoples.
All right, now get going.
Be gone.
Yeah. Be gone, slaves.
I thought Victoria was one of your imaginary friends for a sec.
No, it's one of my daughters. Why would I do that? Why would I have an imaginary friend?
No,
Yeah.
you always call out to listeners.
Oh,
thought
I
Victoria
do
was a
that.
listener.
Yeah, but they're not
Live-
imaginary.
live
They may
person
be
in the room.
some of them may be AI, but
Hey, be nice to the robots. Take over one day.
yeah.
Stop being a cocksucker.
Anyways,
That's
we
a
got
good one.
Matt,
That's a good
1776, impilled listening to us tonight. Our first person in the chat there. Thanks,
Well,
Matt.
hello.
Well, hello, Matt. Welcome.
Welcome. Matt, this is a radio show. You're listening to the pre-show right now. So in about 8 9 minutes, we're going to wire it up and go live on the air. And it'll change quite a bit. Once we go live, everything changes. So you're just
Yeah,
listening
that's
to the
because I
pre-show right
leave.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get rid of
sadly.
the riffraff.
Sadly.
The cockroaches scurry for the shadows.
Yeah.
I'm particularly a fan of the riff and the raff, but when you get them together,
Yeah, that's no good. Unless it's a
Yeah,
cat.
that's one of my favorite characters from Rocky Horror.
Unless
is
it's a
Riff Raff.
cat. Unless it's a cat. No, I think Riff Raff is a lot better
be
than
dissing Riff Raff
Garfield.
now.
I like Riff Raff a lot better than Garfield.
Heathcliff. I'm a Heathcliff guy. But
Or Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, yeah, that was Riff Raff's buddy.
Yeah, Garfield had no talent. I have to admit it.
Yeah, all he wants is
he had lasagna though.
That's all he had, and didn't like
Yeah.
Mondays. Like, oh, come on, man.
That's so yesterday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Calvin and Hobbes could whoop Garfield's butt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got 3-1 odds on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
However, let's not forget Bill the cat.
Well, you know, we always had Family Circus. Come on now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's
and
kind of
Cappy
how
or
it is
whatever
at
it
my
was.
house.
Yeah, I remember when the Sunday comics were like super important in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sunday comics and Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and the new TV guide.
Yeah, because
You'd fight over that thing.
yeah. For the crossword puzzles, nonetheless.
Yeah, that one.
And word
What
searches.
a concern of mine.
And
Well,
word
that's
searches.
why we weren't allowed to touch it because Grandma had the crosswords to do, and she
No.
was
Yeah.
not-
I
If
did
you
them
mess with Grandma's
before she
crossword.
got to them, and then she'd be pissed. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's the same grandma that you know. I told you the story about the snake on the bridge that I had to fix. Yeah.
Speaking of grandmas, next Sunday's Mother's Day. Don't forget.
Yeah. That's actually my daughter Stefana and my mother's birthday.
All right. You're gonna be busy.
Not as busy. Not as busy as what you think.
All right.
I only have one to send money to.
Okay.
The other one can't use it.
Oh,
All right,
Agony
we're
was dead silent.
we are a go for the radio side. Buffer files are flying, and we're gonna start getting ready to switch over.
Okay. We gotta switch rooms, yeah.
In a minute.
Or-
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
A minute.
Until Beam Stream can get us going on their platform.
Oh yeah, yeah. We are. I will definitely go for that. That's going to be so much better.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yep.
Yep. But he did say that we might have to pay for that. So.
No. We give them so much free advertising. Yeah.
Mark, you're gonna have to produce that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So-
Yeah.
He should be honored to have our presence
Yeah.
on the lovely
That's what
Beam
I'm-
service.
A
Agreed.
producer does. You got to produce things, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. David Hogg, you can be my agent then to make sure that that happens. Thank you.
I'll
glad you
assign it to an
accepted.
AI agent and then blame that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just don't use one of the free ones, and you should be all right.
Yeah, exactly. You give it your credit card. Next thing you know, it's buying styrofoam lawn ornaments.
and lawn flamingos.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
really
I mean,
good
how many gnomes can one need?
Well, I mean, it depends on the size of the yard, really.
You're correct. I mean, I'm on 12 acres. That's a lot of gnomes.
Yeah, you're gonna need at least 12.
Yeah.
I have to take out the hedges to
course.
put in the flamingos.
Yeah.
I
Down
can't.
there
See,
where
I won't be able to tell the color of them anyways. I'm colorblind, so
All right.
yeah.
just
Well,
build
you know,
a
Anyways,
lagoon and get real
let's take it over to the next one. All right. So guys, I'm gonna
Take care, Dave.
All right,
All right.
See you Sunday
Yeah.
or whatever.
David.
Flat Earth.
Yeah. Hollow Earth. Yep.
Yep.
All right. I'll catch up with you later, David. And gonna end this meeting and start the next one, and then we'll get the show going. That was the pre-show for Censorship Sucks Sunday edition. Coming up will be Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Let's get these guys going. John. Waiting for our buddy.
Hello?
Waiting for Doc. And then once we get Doc, once you see Doc come in, just go ahead and let him in, please. Because I'm switching this
Who, me?
around. Huh?
Who, me?
Yeah, in case he pops in
Oh, okay.
before me. Where is Doc? Doc, where is you at?
I'm sure he's around.
Oh, that's why. Wrong one. All right. I'll see
Oh,
you.
we're in the wrong one?
Yeah, we're in the wrong one. That's why. I went too quick on the draw. All right. See you on the next one. Oh, that was my fault, folks. Getting too quick on the draw. Got to go to the Sunday. Where's my son? Oh, right here. Sunday. Join.
Uh-oh. I just
Yeah.
saw him there for a second.
Yeah, I'll get him.
I guess we're waiting view lobby.
Yep, he's in the lobby.
There you go.
Excellent. Did we lose Rumble?
No,
Okay,
we lost.
testing 1, 2,
We
testing
lost
1,
D
2.
Live.
Submitted for your approval. Someone who finally got their shit together and started listening to this.
Okay.
Here we go. I don't. Let me check. I don't
We're
think
ready,
I
man.
lost Rumble. Yeah, I did. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll get it back up.
Damn it, Mark.
No, it's not me.
No, it's you.
It might be, but anyways.
You think Steven Crowder drops Rumble in the middle of his show?
Anyways, 3, 2, 1. You're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition, May 3rd, 2026. With me tonight, I've got Doc in the house. What's up, Doc?
The sky and a very warm sun. It is a beautiful day out here today.
Excellent. Good to hear it. Yeah, it's starting to warm up over here, too. As some listeners may know, I've recently moved a little north, and it was chilly when I arrived, but it's starting to warm back up again, and looking forward to a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful summer up here in the mountains. So, and yeah, you're digging the Portland area. We saw another really cool story come out of your area with it. What is it? Davenport, Christine, what is it? Davenport?
Davenport. Yeah.
Davenport, yeah, from, was it Post Millennial?
Yes,
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Was hit in the face with a rock the other day in Portland at a ICE rally, where again she wasn't there to, interview anyone, just there to kind of see what's going on, watch it, and somebody figured out who she was, so they said, "Hey, let's throw a rock in her face." And good video came out, documented the whole thing. She ran up to the cops, and the cops really didn't seem to care at all. One of them, she goes up to two cops, and one just immediately kind of rides away.
Oh yeah, that's typical for the Portland police. They are pretty much on the side of Antifa, whether
Yeah,
by
and they're all
choice
waving
or by force.
And they were wearing a big black Antifa flag with a big A, the anarchy, thing on there,
Yep.
which, is just great. Yeah, we want a communistic anarchy. If that's what we're for, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's wild to me that the people here just are unaware of how crazy it is down there. Like, there's so many people who are just confused.
Yeah.
Wild it is.
Yeah, and they know so many things that aren't true. That's what Ronald Reagan said about the Democrats. It's not that they don't know anything; it's just everything they know is wrong.
Yeah, very much the case in Portland. Absolutely.
So I guess the big story of the week is still we're talking about, everyone's talking about this assassination attempt on Donald Trump and his cabinet, quote unquote, as per the shooter said, there to take out the cabinet, as many people as he could, basically. And how he, ran past what one of the dogs alerted to him, and they sort of held him back, whatever. The guy starts sprinting and then gets into this room. He's, at this point, they figure out what's going on. He's got a shotgun on him. He's got a handgun on him. He takes a shot at one of the security detail there, pretty much point blank, but the guy had a vest on, so he surprisingly survived with no issues whatsoever, thankfully. And, this was a guy whose manifesto read like the talking points for CNN on any given weeknight in their primetime schedule, their primetime lineup. This wasn't anyone who was radicalized with any crazy, conspiracy theories. He just listened to the mainstream news every night and believed it word for word. He just believed every word they said. And so he thought, hey, man, if Donald Trump is Hitler, am I wrong to go try to kill Hitler?
Yeah, and that's the wild part about this. I mean, if there really was a Hitler in place, I don't think there's many people in America who would say no, it wouldn't be. And so you're left with a situation. Well, then if people believe what they're telling them, you're going to get people attempting to try. The pretty funny thing about this guy is he actually shared a conspiracy that the Butler assassination wasn't real. Yeah. So, I mean, he's on both ends of the just completely diluted spectrum. It's sad because clearly the guy had, at some point in his life, had some intelligence and talent. And it just kind of evaporated into this crazy.
And it's something that the news media literally stopped covering after about 15 minutes, which is why I want to bring it up and kind of open with it a little bit tonight, because, it's a big deal. It's the third assassination attempt on Donald Trump in the last, so many years, 3 years.
Well, 4 if you count the guy at the rally during the campaign that was intercepted before he even got anywhere near. Like he was found with guns on him and they just arrested him. If you count that one, it's 4.
Oh, yeah, and I bet the Secret Service knows of a dozen or 2 dozen more.
Probably.
50, 100 more, Probably. I bet they happen all the time where, it's just in the background and they catch some guy who is, in his car driving out to Washington, D.C., after announcing to the world he was about to do it, and they just pull him over somewhere in Pennsylvania and you put an end to it there, Yeah. I imagine there are attempts on his life all the time. And for what? For what has he done that's really so bad, Doc, right? What's he done that's really so bad?
I nothing really. I mean, that's the crazy thing. It's like, yeah, sure, he's done a lot of political things I don't like personally, but like, as far as being a terrible human, there are a lot of terrible humans that are far above him on my list, and I couldn't think of anything that he's done that would deserve him to be terrorized in this way, or his family for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, the left will stand up and they'll say, well, he got rid of abortion rights, Roe v. Wade, they overturned that. Okay, and I'll give you that, but there's a few states where it is illegal now to have abortions, but I guarantee most of hardcore liberals out there don't live in those states, right? If you're living in Oregon or California or New York or any of the the deep liberal states, you're fine. Heck,
Yep.
in Colorado, you can get an abortion right up to the minute of birth with no questions asked whatsoever. You know?
They put it in the Constitution here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is radical, but they can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at abortion like, look, man, I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm just a human being walking around on this earth. I can't make divine, decisions like that. Those are way over my pay grade as a human being. But I know, there's two ways to look at it. It's either perfectly fine because it's a solid clumps, or it's a life. And if it's a life, then it's murder. And so I tend to think, let's try to err on the side of caution there and not commit murder if we don't have to.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that's, and I would argue 10 years ago, that's where the majority was. I think that the radical left has really convinced a lot of young women that abortion is healthcare, and that's kind of, I think, pushed it to a different perspective, especially in places like Colorado, Oregon, California, Washington State, New York State. But I think the average everyday person does not think you should be able to have an abortion past a certain point. And that's some sort of a agreement that we should be at least able to come to. I mean, there's scientific evidence that we can say exactly when they start feeling pain, when they become aware of their surroundings, that kind of thing inside the womb. We can determine that now. Maybe we should, get on actually putting that into law if that's what you want to do. I mean, I'm not really a fan of any law on the subject. I think that should be a conversation between a person and their doctor. But at the end of the day, if it's murder, it's murder. If it's not, it's not, right? Like we need to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And the one thing about that decision is that it took it out of national politics, right? It's no longer.
That's what made the Democrats mad. That's what made them really mad.
Presidential campaigns, it's no longer a talking point.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's all about the states, so they can't do anything about it anyway, right? If you're president, what are you going to do? You can push legislation, but you got to get the Congress and the Senate to do it. So they're the people who should be saying, "Hey, I'm running for Senate, and I'm going to make abortion legal, coast to coast, up to the moment of birth. Vote for me."
Yeah, but they know they can't win on a national level like that, so that's why that doesn't happen. And it's great. I think that's actually a good thing, that it's not, because it's not an important national conversation. It's
exactly. Not. So now, what else would Donald Trump? The biggest thing I hear is that he's going to throw gay people in concentration camps. I keep hearing that. Do you keep hearing that?
I have not heard it directly, but I have heard the insinuation that he is committing a genocide against the LGBTQ folks. I have heard that.
Yeah. And I don't see that. I don't see where. Okay, now, granted, his administration has pushed forward an executive order that bans transgendering, minors, anyone under 18. You can't do that anymore.
Well, I mean, considering it's if you go through with the surgery or the medication, it's life altering. Yeah, I think that's probably a good medical policy to have as a country. Like, don't do things to children that are irreversible.
Yeah. You mentioned before, I think one of your sons is a tattoo artist, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are there laws in Oregon regarding who you can give a tattoo to?
Yes. You have to be 18 years of age or older.
You have to be 18, huh? Interesting.
That's with parental permission. 21 and older with no permission.
Okay, but I mean that seems like small potatoes compared to transgendering.
It does. Yeah.
Castration, chemical castration, in essence, is what puberty blockers are.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will not go through puberty, therefore you will never have the ability to have a family ever.
Yeah, and this is something that they tried to lie about too, which was very odd. They tried to lie and say that it wasn't a thing that happens, and it does, which is kind of weird. They're very much into denying science, though, so I'm not surprised with the left on that one.
But either way, that's another 80-20 issue.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You look at the things that, Donald Trump, I hate Donald Trump because X, Y, or Z. Most of these things are 80-20 issues where the vast majority of the people say, yeah, you shouldn't transgender little kids, especially behind their parents' backs. 80-90% of the people out there agree with that statement. But, the people that are saying, hey, throw everyone in concentration camps, well, they're going off these 80-20 issues and extrapolating somehow that you can't transgender little kids anymore to they're going to throw everyone into, concentration camps. It's absolutely insane. But, there you go. I'm trying to think, in other words, what are the things that Donald Trump has actually done that they can say, I hate him for? Complicit in genocide in Palestine, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably the one that has the most traction is the war stuff. Israel and Iran and even Ukraine a little bit as well. But they're on the other side of the Ukraine one, which I don't really understand. But that's the left for you. Yeah.
And Iran is an extension of that. But, Palestine is an interesting thing. It's divided. Most people don't know the first thing about Palestine. So if you're, pro-Palestine, listen up. It's divided into two sections. There is Gaza, the Gaza Strip, which is right on the Mediterranean. It is south of Jerusalem, and it borders Egypt. So it borders Israel and Egypt, and it's on the Mediterranean. Then you've got the West Bank. These two are not continuous. They don't touch each other. There's no, you can't go walk from one to the other. They're two separate areas. The West Bank is completely out of this last whole war thing with Hamas, right? The West Bank was not involved pretty much at all. Not one, rocket, nothing. No dead, no nothing. And they also now, they are on the east side of Jerusalem. Okay. And they call it the West Bank because it's the West Bank of the Jordan River when they say the river to the sea. But the Jordan River is the divider between Israel or the West Bank and the country of Jordan. So now you have the West Bank, which has a massive border with Jordan and another massive border with Israel. And that butts right up onto the city of Jerusalem. Which is obviously one of the, most holy places in the world for every major religion, apparently.
All the Abrahamic ones, for sure.
Yeah, sure. And so I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting when you talk about Free Palestine and, how the Palestinians are in a, what did I call it? Genocide.
Yeah.
The population of Palestine has actually gone up over the last 5 years.
Yeah, well, and I hate the genocide too because I don't think it. I know why they use genocide. It's great for propaganda terms, but the what's more accurate is what they're attempting to do this go around is ethnic cleansing. They want to cleanse the land of the Palestinians and remove them and move them into either northern Egypt or into Jordan. That's what they would want to do. They would want to get them completely out of the southern part of Israel. That would be a more accurate description of what they want to do.
They probably like it. Who wouldn't? You got a crappy neighbor. Yeah, I'd love it if they moved, but they're not going to move. So, they want to work with them. They've been trying to work with them for years. Palestine has had several, I want to say 5 opportunities to create its own state. And, when we talk about the 2-state solution that so many people want, they've rejected the 2-state solution 5 times in a row.
Yeah, well,
every time.
I also
put one together and they totally rejected it. And Bill Clinton said that's one of the biggest frustrations of his entire career. He had everything perfectly laid out for them and they still said no.
Yeah, I mean, and we also have the Israeli side of that, where they have their own politics situation going on, where the Likud party has no interest in a two-state solution, and so they do everything they can do to sabotage on the Israeli side what anybody tries to do to actually work towards a two-state solution. So there is. This is a complicated thing that goes deep, well into the history of the foundations of Israel. That it can't be simplified in just one terminology, which is why I hate that when they say, "Oh, it's a genocide." No, really, what it is a combat between two unmatched opponents for territory that's been going on for 60 or 70 years. These are two teams fighting for land that they want to control. And to see it as anything more than that, like on the simple level, is, I feel like, used for propaganda, both by the Israelis and by the people supporting Palestine.
But when you unpack all that and we point it back to Trump, is there genocide, or is this just really a complicated situation that he's doing his best to, keep someone in check? You know what I mean?
I think he's doing what he can. I don't think he has as much control over Israel's politics as we would like. I think the U.S. would like to have more control over Israel, but Bibi's a powerful politician. He knows what he's doing. He's able to maneuver very well. Yeah,
but by and far, Donald Trump has done wonderful things for this country. The fact that he shut down the border is alone enough to put him on Mount Rushmore. He did something inside of a month that Joe Biden swore up and was impossible to do for 4 years. And he shut down the border. Joe Biden, there's no way, it's not even possible. I hope they, bum rush the border when he was running for office. I want them to rush the border. I hope they rush the border. Yep. He ran on that. So, of course, he let it happen. And here we are living with the ramifications, 5-6 years later. So what, has Donald Trump done? The tariffs was, I think, awesome. Even though the Supreme Court struck them down, I'm still saying that they were awesome because they stimulated so much investment into the United States that's still going to happen. You know what I mean? Trillions of dollars of money coming in from corporations that, quite frankly, would have been happy to put this money somewhere else in the world. To invest in other places where
we need manufacturing here. Yeah, I mean, we need manufacturing here. I understand the libertarian argument against the tariffs. I'm very familiar with it. I'm one of the few libertarians who is pro-tariff because I understand that to have America, you need to have manufacturing and good jobs here in America. And if you don't have some protectionist policy for your economy, you're not going to have that. You're just not going to.
Exactly. So. And it just brought in so much money, so much investment that, we're going to start seeing the benefits of that big time. Right now, a lot of that is in the construction phase, and it will be in the construction phase, but, for the next year or so. But once it comes out of that and they start hiring permanent employees to run these factories, and I know, Arizona's got incredible stuff going on. I mean, incredible. Tennessee, Florida, you name it. There's all kinds of, states that are friendly to business that are going to reap the rewards of this in a big, big way. Then there are places like New York that are going to get none of it. California is going to get some of it, but not much of it. But New York, man, they're not going to get any of this money coming into the United States.
Neither is Washington or Oregon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they're dragging the rest of the country. They're actually making it harder on Trump's economic policies by being so utterly terrible. They really are. It's pretty amazing how many companies have left this area.
Mm-hmm. And I was talking with Willie a couple weeks back. What Donald Trump is doing on a global scale with, when you look at Venezuela, Iran, Cuba, and a bunch of other places, he's lining everything up in such a way that if he pulls it all off, if this guy actually accomplishes his entire 40 chess plan, the world's going to be a completely different place. We're not going to have these, Iranian factions that are out there running around, like the Houthis, like Hamas, like what are the ones in Yemen? Again, these radical Islamic fundamentalist groups that Iran and the Shiite religious leaders there pay to go around these different countries and just cause and stir up wars. That all goes away. Peace will look a whole lot different suddenly. And Dubai, the UAE, even Qatar to some degree, want to see this happen. They're sick of it. They just watched Iran bomb all of their countries. All of them. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, everyone. Who didn't they bomb in this most recent round? Everyone that thought that, hey, it's not going to go anywhere. No way Saudi Arabia will get involved. No way, UAE will get involved. Suddenly, boom, they're bombing the crap out of Dubai. And yeah, they're going to get involved. It's pretty interesting. So I think, if all of this stuff comes together and his 4D chess plan works out, he's talking about Cuba next, as it's going to happen. We're about to see Cuba come into the free world. Like in the next couple of weeks, they're ready. They're ready to sign the papers because they've been, getting so much pain recently from the embargoes that are happening. So if all this happens and it comes together and suddenly, we've got friendly type governments in most of these, forget Iran, they're kind of a lost cause, but at least we put them in check where they're not funding these groups around the world and starting these little micro wars everywhere. Man, it'll be the biggest success ever as far as making the world tangibly better. When you look out every day and you read the newspaper and you look out at the world, it'll be a better place if it all comes together. I don't know. What do you think, Doc?
Well, I'm going to be a little contrarian. I don't think that we will see the things that you're talking about. I think are 10 years down the line. I think Trump will probably be passed away by the time they actually come to fruition. That's because I think there are counter forces, especially with China and Russia, who want to have their own force in those regions. They want to have their own deals. They want to do their own thing. Now, one thing I think that you are correct on, I think that we will see a turning down of Islamic terrorism from that region. We're probably going to see a increase in Europe, unfortunately. But that's probably going to be all homegrown, second generation from the people that they've imported. The real winner, though, will be any nation who is willing to produce their own energy and then sell the excess to the market. Those are going to be the winners. Because what he did do is he absolutely fundamentally shattered the old OPEC-dominated energy markets. He shattered that. That's done. Now, what we rebuild from there is going to be that's going to play a big part in how well it goes over that 10-year period.
So let's see. I'm laughing because I'm prepping the next quote here from Donald Trump talking about Cuba. He was at the Forum Club of Palm Beach. I'm reading from an article up in the Post Millennial here. In Florida, Trump recognized former Representative Dan Mica, referencing his Cuban background before making the comment. Quote, and he comes from originally a place called Cuba, which will be taking over almost immediately, Trump said, drawing laughter. Cuba's got a problem. We'll finish one first. I like to finish a job. On the way back from Iran, we'll have one of our big, maybe the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, the biggest in the world. We'll have that come in, stop about 100 yards offshore, and they'll say, thank you very much, we give up.
I know he was joking, like at that moment, but I do think we are probably going to try to overthrow Cuba. I think that's on the agenda.
He continued, the Cuban government is talking with us. They're in big deal of trouble. They have no money. They have no anything right now, but they're talking with us, and maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. Boy.
Hopefully it's, yeah.
If Cuba drops the shackles of communism and comes back to the light of freedom, and declares, puts together a Bill of Rights for their people and a constitution that is, adequate and whatnot, and instills a decent government and allows foreign investment, it will be the biggest mecca for investment from Miami and the South, from you name it. There will be money pouring into Cuba like they've never even dreamed of. It will be amazing. I will take a vacation in Cuba.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Cuba, Venezuela are big key components to isolating Mexico as well. They had an interwoven relationship for their oil situation, so that's big for the home front. I do have to agree, if we can get Cuba to at least cooperate with the United States, let's say they do the Venezuela thing, right? Like we don't get them to overthrow their communism necessarily, but it's you're going to work with us now. You're not going to work with China. Then I'm fine with that, especially if we don't have to do anything. And it, like you said, down the line, it's going to release a lot of pent-up capitalist desire, and that will, of course, grow the pie for everyone.
I'll tell you, man, if you want a business opportunity, go start buying old Cadillac convertibles, from the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just have these things on standby, because if Cuba takes off, everybody's going to go down there and they're going to want to ride from the airport to their hotel in a convertible, 1950 Cadillac, right? And they will be buying those puppies left and right, because they won't have enough to keep up with the demand for, the number of old retro cars they're going to want to have driving around Cuba.
Big market for aftermarket parts. I tell you, if you got a machine shop and you can pull out some old dusty blueprints of 1950s car parts, you can make a living. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, taking just the frame. It doesn't have to be a 1950 Cadillac. But just take an old frame of one, dust it off, paint it, and put it on any chassis that'll fit it, and off you go. Send it to Cuba, and they'll pay top dollar for them if they come out of this, right?
Yeah. And that's the big. It's always dangerous when you destabilize a place, and I think that if we can do it without the violence, and a massive destabilization, that's going to be a big win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I don't know. Again, going back to the concept here, if Trump really, why does everyone hate him, and why should they like him? Right. We talked about some of the reasons why people hate Donald Trump and debunked them, to a large degree. Is he trying to, give money to his billionaire friends while raising taxes on, the small guys? No. We've been through that. Folks, it's tax season. You're going to start getting your returns any day now. Watch out. They're going to be, 20% larger than they've been in the past? Which is a good thing and a bad thing. But it's a representation of how much more, you're getting back is how much less you paid in taxes, And, to a lot of people, that's a great thing. In the spring, you get a nice big check from the government, and off you go. You can do something with it. It's like a little savings account that you don't earn interest on.
Yeah, some people treat it that way. I think the more sophisticated route to go is claim no tax liability, and then do some fancy maneuvering. But hire a financial expert for that. Don't listen to guys on the radio like me.
Yeah, exactly. You only play an accountant on the radio.
That's correct.
Yeah, so anyway, let's dive into another story here. It's a sad, sad day for, history. InfoWars is officially gone. It exists now, but it's in a very, very sad state. Alex Jones signed off of InfoWars today, and I've got the clip here. Let's play in tribute to 30 years of InfoWars being InfoWars. This is the last few moments of him on air.
If you knew we had the whistleblowers, the documents, we have royal flushes. They are screwed to the moon. We are committed, and if God stands with us, who can stand against us? And that's how I close out. What a crew. The hell we've been through has only made us stronger. Let me ask you, would you have it any other way? Are you not stronger now in this fight? Yeah! I salute this crew and all the viewers and listeners to this fight. God bless you all. That's it. The next phase starts. The real war begins now.
Oh boy.
The real war begins now.
Well,
You know, the real war begins now. That was his last moment there. I mean, it's not the last moment you're ever going to hear from Alex Jones, but it was the end of an era. And he signed off with the famous words, "The real war begins now."
you know, it's wild what they did to Infowars and Alex. I mean, for those folks out in Radio Land who don't know, he never got a trial, not a real trial, for what he was fined against. They were all summary judgments, and it was for billions of dollars in an effort to make it so large that he couldn't pay it, with the explicit goal of taking his company from him so that they could basically embarrass or shame him by giving it. And they, of course, cut a backroom deal where the Onion didn't actually have to pay the money that they offered up for this company. The people who got the judgment gave them a bypass on the payment. Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the day, it was a total rigged situation to steal this man's life work. I'm glad he'll still be on the air doing Alex Jones Live, but it is a travesty that we have a legal system this corrupt and broken.
$986 billion was what he owes. And, that was the judgment. $986 billion to Alex Jones. Granted, the guy's very wealthy, but he ain't Elon Musk.
Elon Musk couldn't pay that off. I mean, his money's all in his businesses, right? Like, it's wild to me that they did this to a man who built this from the ground up.
Yeah. And, they want to shut him up. And what they did by giving it to the Onion came out and did some skit where they made fun of Alex and, had some wine glass and they're like, yeah, here we are drinking little kids' blood, and just, it was like shoddy. It was low class. It was not funny. And it's just, indicative of what they're going to use that website for, is just to make fools of themselves. And really just, anybody who's spent 30 plus years now following Alex Jones, well, what's going on. I mean, when the internet first came out, that was like one of the first websites that I found, outside of like the mainstream media. It's like Alex Jones, Infowars. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it goes back to the 90s for me.
Yeah, early 2000s for me. I've got his 9/11 Tyranny VHS tape given to me, and that is how I discovered Alex Jones.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I have a history with Infowars that I don't want to get into on the air, but yeah, I've met a few people within the organization, and I found them to be just incredible, brilliant people who were just amazing. And it's sad to see that happen. Now, again, Prison Planet probably isn't affected by this. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't think it is. I haven't heard it mentioned. And like you said, his radio show still going to go strong. His voice will be out there, folks. You just got to look for it in slightly different places nowadays.
Yep, that's all it is. I believe his new website is alexjoneslive.com. So there you go.
alexjoneslive.com. There you go. Don't want to plug that too hard, do we? Oh, let's see what else we got here. I guess we got a few minutes left. Let's talk about the UK and Keir Starmer.
Ugh, that guy.
Anarchy in the UK. They are looking at basically one of his opponents. I'm trying to find this. I know I've got it right here. I was just looking at it. Has the votes basically to put Keir Starmer on the chopping block. From Gateway Pundit, civil war imminent in British Labour Party as Health Secretary Wes Streeting gains the backing of enough MPs to challenge failing Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Yeah, he's doing it. Guy's pushing forward. There's civil war over there in the UK, and look out, Starmer. Look out below. It's coming. So, yeah, Streeting. Keep that name out there, folks. This guy is looking to take them down. Secondly, we've got a round of elections coming up this week on Thursday that are looking really good for Farage and the Reform and Restore Party as well. With the Restore Party is run by Rupert Lowe.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to rock the world between those two parties. People are sick of it over there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
You know, they just had that survey where they went out to a bunch of people, a couple thousand people on the streets, asked them if England were a state in the United States, where would it rank based on income? And they all said, that'd be near the top. Maybe, not the number one, but, seventh. I think was the average number that they got, seventh. It's 51st. It's behind Mississippi and Arkansas and Alabama. It's 51st. If the UK, if England were a 51st state tomorrow, they would be the poorest state in the Union. And it's opening up a lot of eyes over there. They're paying crazy amounts of money for homes. Jobs are harder to come by,
Yeah. It's rough over
and they're
there.
just getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I don't understand. I don't understand how the British people let it get this far. I just don't understand it. I'm glad there are people waking up to it and being really their eyes open it. But we're talking about, just 125 years ago, 130 years ago, one of the most powerful nations in the world. And now it is a shell of its former self, barely able to keep its lights on. It's a tragedy that can only happen when it's you allow pure negligence to run your country.
Yeah. And, we say the UK people, well, they voted against it time and time and time again.
Yeah.
Right? But they've been ignored time and time again. In 2016, they voted for Brexit, just before Donald Trump went office. And they got nothing. They left the UK, they left the EU because it was so totalitarian, they wanted nothing to do with it. And then the UK government came down on them way harder than the EU ever would have.
Yep. Yeah.
And so what did they get for voting for Brexit? They got nothing. They got thrown in the history bin. And I think it comes right from the top. They've got a royal family over there. They've got a king and they had a queen before him. And I think it just came from on high. This is what the royal family wanted. So this is what the royal family gets. They don't care what the people vote for, So reform, restore, whatever it is, I don't think they can really do what they promise they're going to do because King Charles will just say, mate, you can't do that.
It's possible. Their deep state is as strong as ever. They have certainly weaponized the use of technology to maintain that stronghold on their people. But I think that the English Isles are set for a big change. I do. I think in the next 20, maybe 25 years, there may be a new bloodline on the throne.
Wow, that's an interesting thought. And I wonder, we talk about the throne. He just came through D.C. and met with Trump this week. And I would love to have been a fly on the wall during some of those conversations. I bet Trump let him have it. But on that note, folks, we've got to take a break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if their Labor's trying to get rid of Starmer because he's such a great tool for restore and for reform to use. I wonder if that's why they're getting rid of him.
Well, he's horrible, and his popularity is so low. They have to do something.
Yeah, he's horrendous. Yeah, he's probably the worst prime minister in Europe at this point. Like, nobody thinks he can do the job. Everybody thinks he's a complete retard. It's pretty bad.
He looks like a deer in the headlights every time he really does.
He looks terrified. Yeah.
I mean, that guy, he's horrified, right? Like you say, the minute he wakes up to the minute he goes to bed, it's just one big fright, scare scene.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about his Red Boy situation? His the Ukrainian male prostitutes that set his car on fire multiple times?
No.
Yeah, there's a court case. Those guys are, I don't know. I haven't heard if anything's come out of the court cases yet, but they're up for their trials. So we'll see what happens, because all three of them got arrested. But apparently these Ukrainian male prostitutes were like trying to firebomb the prime minister's place and his car.
Trouble in paradise?
Maybe. Maybe he didn't pay his bill.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lotus Eaters were talking about that the other day. I can't say that things are much better for some parts of our government, though. I mean, our Congress is a joke. It's just
there's
so
corruption all over the world.
Yeah,
it's just the level of it is just so bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's that generational thing. Like the people that built the systems have handed it off to their children's children, and their children's children are retards. They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, well, yep.
It's bad. It is bad, especially when they can't even hide it anymore. They don't even know how to cover it up anymore. They're getting caught left and right all the time. At least JFK knew how to keep that stuff on the quiet.
Did he?
Well, I mean, for the time period. We learned a lot after the fact, but
yeah. Well, was Marilyn a plant, or was she the problem?
You gotta wonder, because she did end up not alive anymore.
Yeah.
So you gotta wonder if she wasn't, because I know she was with Bobby too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there could have been problems.
Keeping it in the family, that's never good. All right.
Well,
right.
They never leave those moonshiner roots too far behind.
I don't care how far it is. You don't date the sister, all right, or the brother. If you're the. Anyways, we're
Just
under
don't
30
do it.
seconds, and we're gonna come back off a radio break soon.
Raj is gone.
Keeping it in the family. Mm-hmm. Anyways, here comes your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition with Doc in the house. We're getting into all the news and everything that's going on in the world. Doc, man, are there any specific stories you wanted to bring up tonight that maybe I haven't got to yet?
Well, I know that Tucker caused quite a controversy the other day with his interview.
I've got that clip right here, actually. Let me turn on my other speaker so it's a little louder. But yeah, all right, let me just switch speakers here so it's a little louder. Here we go.
Show about whether Trump is the Antichrist.
I have not said that.
On your show, the day after Easter, you noted he did not put his hand on the Bible during his swearing-in ceremony as president. You said, and I'm quoting, maybe he didn't put his hand on the Bible because he affirmatively rejects what's inside that book. And then on a recent show, you went further saying, here's a leader who's mocking the gods of his ancestors, mocking the God of gods, and exalting himself above them. Could this be the Antichrist?
I actually did not say, could this be the Antichrist? Here's a leader who's mocking the gods of his ancestors, mocking the God of gods, and exalting himself above them. Could this be the Antichrist? Well, who knows? I don't know where that comes from, but I know that those words never left my lips because I'm not sure I fully understand what the Antichrist is. If there's just one, I actually tried to understand it. I may have said some are asking that. I'm not weighing in on that because I don't understand it.
Why not? I don't understand.
Is that the controversy?
Yeah, that's I did hear that controversy. It's actually the second time I've heard him ask that question, but it was asked differently another time when he was talking to a guest. I don't think he actually used the term Antichrist, but they were talking about the Antichrist. Look, I think Tucker is very much someone who has taken his Christian faith seriously, and it's led him down a path that rejects a lot of things from our society that are not Christian. And that includes, politicians, that includes believing that Israel is somehow special because of the Bible, those kind of things. And I think this is going to create controversy in politics going forward. I don't think there's any doubt that there are a lot of people my age and younger who are very much interested in these questions. Religion's making a comeback, and so I don't think it's as... I don't actually think Tucker believes Trump is the Antichrist. I think he's very upset with Trump, but I don't actually think that he does. And I think they're making a big to-do out of a guy who talks for a living saying a sentence. It's very odd.
Yeah. Well, I think he's kind of gone a little bit down this crazy route. He's obviously really digging his, new life in Qatar, right? And the checks, cash every time on the spot. And I think he's, become very, very sympathetic to the, Islamic view of the world due to those ties that he's picked up. And it's coming through in his messaging big time. And I think it feels like, again, I don't want to speculate on someone's faith, so I don't think I will. But you get where I'm going, right? He's sort of going down this weird rabbit hole that you're going to step on your toes a lot when you go down those weird rabbit holes.
Yeah, I mean, there's again the Qatar money thing. There's no evidence that that's the case, but there are all Christian, like traditional Christian arguments for the things he's saying, and people are ignoring that part of it. And I wonder if that's not intentional. I listen to Tucker when he interviews people I'm interested in hearing him interview. And this guy he's very much talking from a Christian perspective. It's not a Muslim perspective. So I don't understand that part personally.
While we're on this rabbit hole, let's talk about the Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens sneaking off to Rome together. Right?
That is an interesting one. That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're in this universe. It is interesting. Do I think the Vatican would welcome them in with open arms? I would hope not. They're very, very, very controversial people. And I know Nick Fuentes looks at himself in the mirror and at least when he looks into the camera and, claims a lot of the devout Christian, attitude towards life. But I think he gets lost in a lot of the supremacy issues that come with that. For at least the way he looks at it, the white supremacy side of it all. And it is something that I hope the Vatican wouldn't want to attach itself to. Now, Candace Owens, she's just a nut job. The way she's treated Erica Kirk is beyond anything I've ever imagined a human is capable of.
Yeah. Nick, I think he's just a confused young man, personally. I think he was treated very poorly by people who claimed to be conservatives who weren't. And I think that's led him down a dark path. But the Candace Owens thing, she's a nut job. Yeah, I think she's a power hungry self-motivated evil person, and I always have. This I've never had a good feeling about Candace, so I have to agree there.
Yeah. Now, is there someone low level inside the Vatican that maybe wanted to talk to them about something? Possibly, but I highly doubt it's the Pope, or anyone high up like that.
Yeah, I doubt it. I think this is probably has to do with the anti-war messaging coming out of the Vatican. I would imagine it's something along those lines.
We'll see, or we won't. Who knows? Maybe they're just off.
Maybe they just went on vacation together because they're buddies. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they're making love under the bright sun in the Mediterranean, the Amalfi Coast.
Well, you do know that Candy's husband. Anyway, they say he bats for the other team.
Oh yeah, isn't he some like a royal in England or something?
He's a lord. Yeah, he's a lord.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So, anyway, let's go to the next, the third brightest person in the room. Here's Ilan Omar.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
World War IX, that was the tricky one. World War XI, though, that's rough.
World War 111 is right around the corner, I hear.
That's what I hear. Yeah. She is not a bright human.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she did catch herself a few seconds later and said, "Oh, I mean World War II." But that's just the thing. English is your second language. I'll give it to you. But it's just world history. How many times have you seen World War II with Roman numerals after WW 11, right? It looks like.
Well, yeah,
I've seen it a million times.
If you're culturally American, but she's not an American. Like, let's be real. She's a Somalian who was put here by probably somebody in the CIA to be the person that she is in our government. Like, she is not an American.
World War XI. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Germans and the Japanese and the Italians were all put in camps during World War XI.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Gotta watch out for those camps, man. They might make a comeback. We'll see.
When I just don't even know where to go. It's all just such hatred out of her, though. But I'll tell you, the Reaper is coming. That pendulum is swinging back right at her, and I'm telling you, it's going to be glorious watching her get deported. There's no way around it at this point. There's no way around it.
I hope. Yeah, she definitely committed immigration fraud. I hope they get her.
Absolutely. And, monetary fraud. I bet money, if you do a good audit, a good solid audit, you'll find all kinds of, money, you name it, going everywhere.
Oh, I know her husband's crooked.
Shenanigans going on there left and right to the tunes of millions and millions of dollars. I guarantee it. That first number she put out there, 6 to 30, I think is much, much closer to reality. If I had to guess, if I had to speculate, I would bet they've got millions offshore somewhere, just ready. I dare you to kick me out of the country. I don't care. I've got millions and millions of dollars. I'll go live like a king in Somalia or a queen or whatever you are.
Oh yeah. She'll be a huge political
behind a
figure
full
over there.
burqa. Yeah, and she'll have to wear a full burqa the rest of her life, right? So there, she's got that code for her. No one will even know it's her.
Sure, that'll make her happy.
Yeah, no one will know it's her. She can go totally incognito. But anyway, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We got to wrap up hour 1 at this point, folks. But stay tuned for hour 2. It's coming up right after these messages from our sponsors.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Do you live in the Dominion of Canada?
Where that great auger coal is found in mind.
I can't believe that woman is still in office. It blows my mind that someone like her even gets elected in this country.
Yeah.
Minnesota drives me nuts. It's almost as bad as Oregon. Almost.
It's a lot worse in some ways, but it's not as bad in other ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're The cold weather kind of tampers down the crazy a little bit there.
Yeah. It seems more like conservative culturally, but like way more corrupt when it comes to the pockets of people that they let in that just let them go free for all. You know what I mean? Like, you guys want to steal, have at it. Here's how to do it. Here's a manual. Go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I would bet money they made up manuals for these people to explain A to Z how to rip off the government. Right? They didn't all just figure it out one day.
I guarantee it. And I bet you it was somebody who worked for the city or for the state that had a little shop that was paid for by a government stipend. And their only job was to bring in these immigrants and help them understand the paperwork. That was their only job. And they thought they were doing this amazing thing to help out immigrants. And meanwhile, it was a whole scam plan from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what happens here in Oregon. There's crazy stuff going on with the homeless stuff here. Just
all right,
crazy amounts of money.
Let's leave
New
before
room?
Willie comes in. All right. Oh,
Okay.
too late. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and leave.
right.
And we're going to start the next one. All right. That was hour 1 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Stay tuned. I'll get hour 2 up and rolling here in just a minute. Coming in is the Doc.
Yes.
There he is, the Doc. Get John. What? That Willie guy.
That Willie guy.
That Willie guy. Willie guy. Look out. Look out, folks. We got Willie guy coming in here.
Troublemaker.
He's in the lobby.
That Willie guy.
I don't know what he's doing in the lobby.
What are you
There
doing
he
all
is.
muffled up? Sound like you got a cold or something, or your hand over the microphone.
You.
Yeah. You know, you.
Oh.
You, Willie.
Yeah, I probably had my hand over the microphone for like 2 seconds.
There you're back. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm fine. I Willie wasn't even talking, man. What are you talking about?
That's what it was about. Okay, now we
I
got
was
good-
hearing you over the CB.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't have
yeah,
the
hey,
squelch turned down enough, I guess.
hey, man, I wasn't even talking, man. Didn't even say a word.
Sure. Monkey see, monkey do.
Hey, y'all are. Come on.
Doing good, Willie. How about
you? Yeah, I got questions.
Oh no.
I got
Watch your wallets, folks.
I got things I want to know.
Don't we all? Don't we all? I definitely have questions myself.
Hey. Hey, man! We went down there and bought one of the electric ones. John Galt.
Oh, you did? Oh, they're not as good as the manual ones.
It works
They're
pretty
way
good,
more
man.
money. Yeah, they're more money and they're not as good. But yeah, good for you.
Yeah, it works pretty good, man.
It works. The one you had before looked like a stapler, right?
Oh yeah, we had all kind of different kinds, man, that we tried. They just everything was like loose and everything, and didn't do right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, as long as it works for you, man, then I'm happy for you. That's good. Save a lot of.
Got everybody wonder what we talking about.
I just assumed a weed whacker, but you know.
It's
the weed whacker. No, okay.
No, it's a fleshlight.
Okay.
Gotta watch out with those battery operated ones.
Willie's last one was too loose.
They'll shock you.
How are too loose?
That's just because your Willie ain't big enough to fit in there, and they ain't loose.
I need to explore the inner Willie.
Just not too deep.
Whew.
All right, I'm going to dive into poetry tonight, Willie, and it's your job to interrupt me.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, I got other stuff we need to be talking about, man.
Flat
Hey,
Earth.
hey. Hell, we need to talk about the whole NASA hoax, man. It's all a hoax. It's all designed to get your money, honey.
Hey, Willie.
What about my time?
Willie, it's the same link every week. I'm glad
Yeah,
you
but
figured
hey,
it out.
Yeah, no, I clicked on it on one, and I clicked on the other one, and neither one of them worked. And I'm like, well,
That's because we
doggone.
were changing rooms.
Well, that's probably what it was, man.
Yeah, you came in a little early for you, but that's fine.
Yeah,
We knew you would make it.
I figured it out, man.
That's because you're a smart guy.
Then wash your hands.
Yeah.
He's good with
Hey,
them there computers.
All right, it's 10:01, man. Hey, we back on the radio live. This here is
Not
Willie
yet.
from the Willie's Worm Farm Round
10:05,
Table
Willie.
Radio Show.
Oh.
Welcome back to Willie's Worm Farm Round Table Radio Show. Come on.
It's oblong. You can't have round art.
Coffee table.
Hockey.
Oblong coffee table, Willie.
Table. Yes.
One of the ones that hit you in the shins every time you walk by.
Oh man, the octagon ones, man. Ow.
This is oblong and it's all glass.
Oh yeah,
No,
and then
we
they
got-
cut you.
We got electric wire spool table.
There you go. Shocking.
So have you figured out how to deal with your cicada problem now, Willie?
Right.
Yeah, man, we eat them. We shovel them up with a snow shovel, man, and we grind them up in the in the what you call the shredder thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You're not mixing it in there with the cricket flour stuff, are you?
Yeah, eat more bugs. Hey, I got shirts, man. Hey, y'all go to my website and y'all can ask for these shirts that say "Eat More Bugs," man.
Yeah.
At WillieLeeV at gmail.com, man. Hey, you can buy these shirts, man. Hey, I sell these shirts. They $43.92, man. It says "Eat More Bugs" at Willie's Worm Farm.
Willie out here trying to keep the penny alive all by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, man.
I started collecting all the pennies that are 1982 and older.
Why?
They have more
Because
copper
they're made of
content
copper.
in them.
I didn't think none of them had copper in them anymore.
Not after 82, they don't. Well, I mean, it's a tiny amount, but they're mostly nickel now.
I figured it'd be zinc.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did switch to zinc. That's right. You're right. 100%. You're right. That's right. They did switch to zinc. I forgot.
All right, Willie, remember, you got to interrupt me to come in here tonight. I'm going to just start babbling on.
Yeah, man.
Babylon.
Yeah. Let me get into it a little and then just come in and be like, what? No!
No.
Poetry night, Sunday night, here.
Light the
literature.
candle.
Deep dive into literature.
Round Table Radio Show, censorship stucks style, 30 seconds or less. Going.
10, 9, 8,
Steven.
4, 5, 9.
Niner.
Look out,
Hey,
cats,
Niner.
dogs, and kids. Here comes your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're live and on the radio side for the second hour right now.
Hello, everyone out there in Radio Land, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And let it never be said that I don't listen to you guys, because I hear you loud and clear. You wanted to do something in the second hour that would bring the intellectual levels up in the room. So we're going to do a deep dive now into some literature. Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. So let's just dive right in. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epic of belief. It was the epic of incredulity. It was a season of light. It was a season of darkness. It was a spring of hope. It was a winter of despair.
Hey,
We had everything before us.
hey, man. Hey,
Oh, God.
hey,
What's going on, Willie?
We're all
hey,
going direct to heaven.
hey,
Or we're
I'm
all
listening.
going the other way. Speaking of,
All
Willie, all right, Mr. Producer, I thought we changed the password for this room.
hey,
Hey, I can't help it.
Now-
His monkeys can hack faster than I can change the codes.
yeah. Hey,
Okay, all right. I guess
hold
we got
on. Hey,
Willie
y'all
tonight.
been.
All right,
Hey,
forget the
hey, hold on.
intellectual stuff. Let's listen to Willie. Go ahead, Willie.
Hey, y'all been
Now,
hacked.
now,
Hey,
hold on. Now, did I actually used the password from your crypto? So I don't know. See, you can get in now, Willie. So go get your money and go.
Yeah, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, I heard you reading poetry, man. Hey, that's
No,
how
it's Charles
hey,
Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. It's one of the most
yeah, no,
famous books, in history. It
yeah,
really, it captures the essence of what's happening in America right now, which is why we
hey,
wanted to do a deep dive on it.
I read
But
some
no, you go ahead.
poetry, man. Hey, I
Tell
read
us
some
how the earth is
poetry.
flat, buddy. Go ahead.
Hey, hey, it was by Charles Dickens. It was called The Tale of Two Boobies.
Who doesn't like boobies?
You got culture, man.
I'm trying to
Taylor,
class up the place, Willie. I'm just trying to class up the place. That's all.
And he's trying to class it down. It's a good working relationship.
yeah, hey, that Doc 69. Hey, Doc 69, how are you?
Doing well, Willie. Doing well.
Hey, Mark. Hey, yeah, hold on, man. I want to talk to you. I want to ask how you was, man. Hey, I want to talk. Right, I gotta say hello to John Galt. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And I got to say hello to Mark Wojcik, whatever his last name
Yep, that's
is,
me.
man.
I'm doing good.
Hey,
You?
Yeah, that guy, man. Hey, and I am Willie Lee. Hey, I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Hey, I broadcast live from the billboard out here on I-26 in Sandy Run. Hey, we sell worm hot dogs and pea jugs too. Look at him. Hey, but that's what happens, man. Hey, this time of night, every Sunday night, hey, Willie will come on and I'll talk to y'all a little bit and enlighten y'all, man. Hey, all this mess about he got some poetry going on. I ain't just pulling y'all's leg, man. He trying to be funny. Hey, Doc 69. Hey,
What's
look
up,
at
Willie?
him. Hey, remember what I said earlier, man? Hey, I got questions. I got things I want to know. Hey, and I know where you live. You live up there around one of them northwestern states, man. I ain't gonna like dox you or nothing, but I got your home address. I got your home address. Hey, but here's what I want to know.
Well, I hope so. You're supposed to be sending me some hot dogs.
Yeah, man. Hey, no, that's all good. He's supposed to be sending you some of them worm hot dogs, man.
Every time you try to blame Saul. Saul. Aren't you the guy that's selling the hot dogs?
Yeah, no, hey, but Saul good. He crooked, man. I ain't seen Saul in a while, man. Saul and Aunt Mama Lou done run off together, man. Hey, and they got all kind of stuff going on. Hey, but I'm looking for this article, man. Hey, they goings on up there around in Oregon, man. I had it wrote down, but I can't find it now. Hey, what happened with that guy? He had a car full of explosives, man, and he tried to run into. Huh?
He blew himself up. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't figure out, man. If he tried to blow the place up, or if he did blow the place up. But what I was trying to figure out is what that place was, man. It's some kind of athletic center or something, man. That's what I was trying to figure out what it was, man. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Saturday's fiery attack on Multnomah Athletic Club. And apparently the guy, he got fired as a bartender, and he developed a violent obsession with the exclusive private club and he alarmed his Portland neighbors, man, with his delusional behavior. Man, I ain't got nothing but a 4th grade education, man. I'm trying to read this, but I figured you had more information on it, man. What is that athletic club, and why was he trying to blow it up? Come on.
Well, it's one of those private clubs where all the rich people go to work out, and you have to, be a special member and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of crazy people around Portland, and you put those two together, and you get this kind of thing. I mean, they tried to firebomb the courthouse for 100 days straight. There's crazy people here. They do silly things. I think it's the vitamin D deficiency.
Breaking news, man. The Gulf of Hormuz is open. It just happened, man.
There you go.
Breaking news, it's closed again. What? What happened?
It just closed. No, hey, did y'all heard, man, that Rudy Giuliani's in the hospital? He's in critical condition, but they can't figure out what's wrong with him.
No. Well, he is up there, isn't he? Is he like 90?
Yeah, well, he's old, man. He's 81, man. No details were given about why the 81-year-old was hospitalized. That's what it says.
He's been through a lot in the last, so many years. I mean, he may be 81, but he probably feels like 91 after.
That's what I'm saying. He was looking rough there back when in 2024 when Trump was running again. He was looking.
Well, he lost everything.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Trump is not bringing him back into his inner circle this time around. You notice, right?
Yep.
There's certain people that were very loyal, that were very inside his first, that aren't there anymore.
He hung him out to dry, man. Hey, he did. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, Sydney, man, he hung her out to dry, and he hung Giuliani out to dry, and the pillar man, Mike Lindell, hey, he acts like he don't even know them people anymore, man. They put their careers on the line for that man. Hey, and now they all about bankrupt and need money, and Trump, he act like he don't even know them. I'm telling you. How? That's crazy, man. Hey, but look at him. There's other stuff that's going on, man, in the world and in the news, man. Hey, did y'all see where? Hey, y'all saw? That's funny, man. That I crack me up. I can't even hardly talk. Now look at him. Hey, did y'all see that video? The guy with the gun. They're trying to do the assassination on Donald Trump. Hey, he walks into this room and he got this gun up underneath his shirt, a shotgun, man. He walks in there and then the cop comes up with a dog. Did y'all see that?
I did. Yeah. I did see that.
The cop comes up with the dog. The dog alerts on this guy, man. And the cop's talking to the guy. And then the dog's like, hey, he got something, man. And the cop's like, well, then look. No, I don't look like he got nothing. And the dog says, hey, no, he got something. I'm telling you. Cop said, man, come on. Let's get out of here. Hey, it wasn't but 1 second later. As soon as the cop turned around with the dog, hey, that cop had one job. His one job was to walk a dog that night. All he was a glorified dog walker. That's all he had to do was walk that dog. And that dog alerted on something to the cop. He's like, nah, hey, well, let's go. Hey, and then the guy come running out of the room, and it looked like he jumped down off of something. I couldn't figure it out, man. Hey, I seen the video. Hey, and he hightailed it down to them security, whatever you call it, man. I guess there was 2 of them, and they was taking them down, or they were repairing them or something. I don't know, man. But that guy, he was running, man, and the cop with the dog. I watched them, man. There were probably about 8, 9, 10, 11 cops all around there. I watched each and every one of them and what they was doing. The cop with the dog, he turned around, hightailed it out of there. I started to say, hauled something else, but he hightailed it. Hightailed it is what he done. Y'all seen the cop with the dog hightailed it out of there.
The dog's smarter than the cop. man. Dog's smarter than them cops.
Then there were 2 or 3 other cops. They hightailed it out of there, man. They was running and getting it. Hey, they run into the room where the man come out of, and then they closed the door, and then the cop opened the door and was peeking. He was peeking out. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, hey, the cops had one job, security. Hey, they failed miserably, man. Security. Hey, and I just wonder, here what I want to know. What I want to know is them cops, if they got fired or not, man. That cop, he was a dog walker, and he couldn't even do that right. Come on.
I think he should be demoted back to actual dog walker not take his badge away. Give him a wooden gun like they did Will Ferrell in that movie. Yeah, that's
the Dust Cop.
Yeah.
The good guys, the other guys.
Yeah, the other guys. Yeah. Should give him a wooden gun and be like, okay, your job is to walk the dogs. That's it. Because that's apparently all you're good at. You can't really signal to you because you're too dumb to recognize that, hey, the dog was telling you the guy had a gun.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, it is.
You can't make it up, man. First off, they come out with some blurry video where you couldn't make nothing out. Then all of a sudden it's real crisp and real sharp. And people says, oh, that's AI. But I'm like, man, if it was AI, they could have made them cops look better than what they did instead of running away from the shots. And the dog tailed it out of there too with his handler, man. I wonder if that cop still got a job, man. Hey, my granddaddy done that. My granddaddy, hey, he was back in the big war. Hey, he was in World War 11, and he was a dog handler in World War 11, and the dog was trained to sniff out explosives, man.
That's a dangerous job. That's a dangerous one.
Big time.
Yeah. Not. Hey, that was supposed to be funny about World War 11 because that's what Ilhan Omar said. World War 11.
I mean, it's Ilhan Omar and you. I mean, we understood what it meant. We understood.
Hey, this is other news, man. Hey, other news. Hey, I got it wrote down right here, man. A woman runs away from exploding wheelchair. And I looked at it, man. I'm like, an exploding wheelchair. I got to look at this.
If you try to take Aunt Mama Lou out again.
No, man. Hey, she Florida woman. Hey, she was laying up in the bed, man. Hey, and she heard a clicking, a noise from her wheelchair. It was click, click, clickety, click, 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 click. Hey, and then she's like, well, I wonder what that clicking is. And she went online and she started searching it online. And apparently, man, that is a known thing to happen, man, because what's going to happen next is the wheelchair is going to explode. Hey, so this here is what?
With the battery in it that exploded?
Yeah, man, something exploded, man. Hey, this here is a public service announcement, PSA. If you have a wheelchair and it starts clicking, take it outside or you get yourself outside. Because what happened, man, after searching online for answers, instead of ignoring the sounds, she immediately moved it outdoors where it exploded. Man, hey, it saved her house.
She didn't work for the mafia. I'm just saying.
No, man, I'm just saying, man. They got the video and everything. Hey, it saved her house and her family from catastrophe. I can't say that word, man.
Catastrophe. Yeah.
Catastrophe. That's what it said. Catastrophe.
There you go. You got it. Nailed
it. That's a big word, Willie. Good for you.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. Hey, look at him, Doc 69. Hey,
I have no money, Willie.
No, hey, just $20, man. That's all I need. $19.99.
Do you see how much gas costs? I am broke.
Yeah, no, hey, I got a question, man.
I went to the movies last night.
Yeah, hey, how much is gas where you are right now?
Oh, just under $5.
Okay, Yeah, no, hey, it's right around $3 here in the state of South Carolina, man. But it almost got $4 at one time. I'm telling you, man. Hey, our lovely president, he ain't doing a whole lot for our economy. I think we all got hoodwinked and bumfuzzled, man. Hey, we thought he was going to do stuff, and ain't nothing happening. I tell
think
you.
it was 6 ago, Willie. I told you that the price of gas would start going down again. You said, "Well, I'm going to hold you to that."
Yeah, it ain't done it.
It ain't $3 a gallon. That's pretty dang good.
Yeah,
I'm at
no,
a
man.
little over 4 here.
Yeah, no, it was. I can't even figure out. I think it was like $3.30 or something, man. But hey, it was $2.98 not too long back, man. Hey, but no, hey Doc, you're sidetracking me, man. Hey, Doc,
Because I'm broke. That's because I'm broke.
Secretary Duffy, if you want, talks about immediate relief as soon as the strait's open. And then I can play a clip from Trump saying the strait is now open. Operation
Are the
Freedom.
gays open? That's the question. Are the gays going to be open?
Hey, Iran don't care, man. Iran don't care about the blockade. Hey, I seen it. I seen what they was doing, man. Hey, they are taking their ships and they are hugging the coastline with Pakistan, and the United States can't stop them from doing it, man. They're not in international waters. All they got to do is hug. What?
Ship. They don't have any ships. You're talking about their little mastercraft?
No,
like
he's talking about the oil ships. The oil boats.
Yeah, the oil tankers, man. Oil tankers. Pay attention, son. Pay attention. The oil tankers.
Well, you said ships, not tankers. If you said tankers, I would have learned. It's English, Willie. You got to learn to use it.
Yeah, hey, they hugging. Hey, man, you people out there in the radio don't want to hear what I got to say. I got to tell y'all something, man. Hey, this is what's happening. This was what's happening in the news, man.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the ethical belief.
It was a tale of two boobies.
You still here, Willie? It was a season of light. It was the season of darkness.
Hey, they hugging the coastline and they taking all the oil down around India, and India is taking that stuff and shipping it on further down the ocean, man, and going all around the world. Hey, this mess that old Donald Trump and his egg-Seth dude is doing ain't doing a thing in the world but just alienating the folks, man. He alienating them. Hey, did y'all see?
Well, they are going to announce aliens here pretty soon, so I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, hey, that's funny. No, not really, though. Hey, I got to talk to you, though. Hey, I got to talk to you. Hey, listen to me, man. Hey, Hobby Duro. Hey, we talked about this Hobby Duro before. Hey, everybody out there in Radio Land, y'all look it up, man, before John Galt starts interrupting me again. Hey.
We got to go to break here in a minute. Go ahead, though.
See there? Y'all seen what he's done, right? Hey, y'all need to write. Y'all need to write letters to the radio station, man, and talk about how y'all tired of John Galt. He interrupting Willie.
Hey, Willie.
You know what?
This is unacceptable, man.
Yeah.
You cannot be telling people to write letters like that, folks. If you're gonna write a letter, complain about Willie.
Hey, I got a letter.
He's dumb. Tell him you want literature night. You want literature. Half hour of good literature.
Hey, I get 20 or 30 letters a week, man. Hey, this ain't no lie. I got one.
Collection letters don't count. Collection letters do not count.
Hey, Hobby Duro, man.
The hard way.
Hey, I ain't got but a couple seconds, man. I got to get this Hobby Duro thing out. Hey, y'all look it up. Hobby Duro. Hey, we talked about it before. This dude on TikTok, he does Hobby Duro, and he gets on this stick, and he pretends like he's riding a motorcycle. Hey, and that's what I'm going to do. He don't have a patent on his stick that he rides, pretending like he's on a motorcycle, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to patent this thing. Hey, and Doc 69 for $20, I can get a patent on a stick that looks like a motorcycle, and we can do our own Hobby Duro. Look at him. You got to have ideas.
Folks, not financial advice. Not financial advice. Do not invest in anything Willie brings up. I've yet to see him turn a red nickel on anything.
Hey,
actually sounds like it could go somewhere. Tell me more, Willie. Tell me more. This sounds like it could go somewhere.
I wish he could, but it's time to go to break. Folks, we've got to go to break. We'll be right back with more of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show right after these messages.
Flat Earth, man. Hey, we got to talk about Flat Earth.
You got it in. You're nuts. Ah,
Y'all
That was a good
killing
one
me.
tonight. That was a good one tonight. That was good.
Yowza, man.
A tale
You're
of
crazy,
two
Willie.
boobies. Yeah, I told Kimberly, I said, man, I ain't got nothing for tonight. I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Sure you
Yeah,
do.
y'all make it happen, man.
Yeah, it's all you, Willie. It's all you.
Woman runs away from exploding wheelchair.
oh, Wobbly wanted to know your source for that,
Um,
and why that wheelchair would
Willie
explode.
doesn't do sources.
Oh, that's
yeah, I don't know. Googleize it, man.
Google. Is it?
Yeah, all I did was took a screenshot of the main part, and I ain't got the link.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if
Yeah,
she could, and he wanted to know if she could walk, why did she have a wheelchair?
that's a good point right there. I don't know how that happened, man.
Or how did she
Oh, I
move
found-
the wheelchair? If she couldn't walk.
Yeah, I don't
and
know,
needed the
man.
wheelchair. Was that her
Sounds-
wheelchair, or was that?
Let me see if I can find the article again, man.
Yeah,
I
was
got
she
it.
in
I
a
got
was
one.
she in a home where the room is shared and it was someone else's, or?
It was an electric wheelchair bought from a thrift store exploded in a Florida driveway in April of 2026, creating a large fireball. After the owner noticed the battery was hot, clicking, and hissing. The incident, captured by a Ring camera, was likely caused by using a non-manufacturer charger, highlighting the risk of overheating or overloading. So
There you
and
go.
then there's a video. Then there's a video on YouTube that shows the wheelchair
Everything on
exploding.
YouTube is true and correct, because we're there.
Everything on the internet is true and correct,
Yeah,
man.
because we're there.
That's right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The user
they allow
noticed
you
a clicking noise.
clicking noise.
She moved the wheelchair from inside of the home to the driveway. No injuries reported, but preventing lithium battery fires.
Is
So
your chair
anyway, yeah.
clicking, Willie? Better watch out.
So
Oh, it
either
was
way,
a lithium? Interesting.
well,
I mean, I guess it'd have to be, right? A lead acid battery's not going to do that.
so
Well,
these
if
stores
that
is
really happened,
sick,
did they
South Florida.
have to have hazmat come out and put the fire out?
So this is News 6, South Florida.
Well, you
Ball of
didn't answer
fire.
his question. Did the hazmat come out and put the fire out?
Dude, I don't know.
God, Willie, just answer.
I don't know.
You're
What
always
do I
giving us
know?
cliffhanger stuff.
All I know is what I
Inquiring
told you,
minds
man.
want to know, Willie. We want to know.
I did not get
Did you leave
into
a
it.
mark on the sidewalk?
Matter of fact, I'm sorry I even said anything about it.
Did it leave a mark on the driveway, Willie? Were they able to walk it off?
Yeah.
Oh,
How much damage
hey,
did it cause?
Y'all see? Hey,
Were-
y'all seen?
Were
Y'all,
people
hey,
injured?
y'all seen
30
that?
seconds, by the way. Were
Oh,
people...
hey, that woman, that husband tells a woman, say, hey, Becky wants you to call her. Her husband died. And she's like, oh my God, what did he die of? I don't know. All I know is Becky said to call her that her husband died. Oh my God, was he at home or was he
Anyways,
at
when
work?
I say
don't
flat
know.
Earth, you're live, all right?
Becky.
5,
Yeah.
4,
Later, guys.
3,
Talk to y'all later.
2,
Bye.
1. Flat Earth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And as Willie alluded to before, President Trump just announced what he's dubbed Project Freedom in the Strait of Hormuz, which is to help free up ships that belong to other countries of the world which have nothing to do with the blockade. Here's what he had to say. I'm reading, of course, from therightscoop.com, therightscoop.com. Countries from all over the world, almost all of which are not involved in the Middle East dispute, going on so visibly and violently for all to see, have asked the United States if we could help free up the ships which are locked up in the Strait of Hormuz on something which they have absolutely nothing to do with. They are merely neutral, innocent bystanders. For the good of Iran, the Middle East, and the United States, we have told these countries we will guide their ships safely out of these restricted waterways so that they can freely and ably get on with their business. Again, these are ships from areas of the world that are not in any way involved, which is currently taking place in the Middle East. I have representatives to inform them that we will use the best efforts to get their ships and crews safely out of the strait in all cases. That said, they will not be returning until the area becomes safe for navigation and everything else. The process, and this is a tweet, by the way, so he's almost like he's talking. This process, Project Freedom, will begin Monday morning, Middle East time. I'm fully aware of that my representatives are having very positive discussions with the country of Iran, and these discussions could lead to something very positive for all of us. The ship movement is merely meant to free up people, companies, and countries that have done absolutely nothing wrong. They are victims of circumstance. This is a humanitarian gesture on behalf of the United States, Middle Eastern countries, but in particular, the country of Iran. Many of these ships are running low on food and everything else necessary for large-scale crews to stay on board in a healthy and sanitary manner. I think it would be a long way in showing goodwill on behalf of all those that have been fighting strenuously over the last number of months. If in any way this humanitarian process is interfered with, that interference will unfortunately have to be dealt with forcefully. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Wow, long one. But yeah, he's basically warning them, look, these people have nothing to do with it, let them through. And I heard, a little bit of a threat there at the end. This is just something he's dubbed Operation Freedom, but at the time, it's just really him saying to Iran, let them through. Otherwise, we're going to have an issue. So anyway, big announcement from Trump just came out in the last few hours. What say you, Doc?
Hopefully that can start happening. Like I said, I think that ultimately at the end of the day, the destruction of the whole OPEC thing is a great thing in the long term, but I just want this to be over. Like I want it to be done so we can get about moving our ships out of there, get them out of harm's way and all that stuff. Like, so if this holds, it holds, great, and we can get it done in a month. We can get a deal hammered out and get this thing in the past. I'll be happy.
Yep. So let's see here. Let me move on a little bit. Legal scholar John Yu is saying basically Minnesota officials could end up in prison. Here's what he had to say. Sorry, it wants me to open it on X. I thought I could play it where it was. And this is Fox News, by the way.
People do want accountability, not just for the fraudsters, but some of the state actors. Is there a way to hold state actors accountable?
Haley, I was shocked when I saw that language you put up on the screen. As you know, I worked at the Justice Department after 9/11, and one of the things we wanted to do was crack down on money laundering, on support for these foreign terrorist groups. These people are in a lot of trouble. This is not just overpayments. This is not just, as we're talking about the other day, criminal fraud. Now that you're seeing the money end up in the hands of foreign terrorist organizations, the Justice Department's Counterterrorism and National Security Division should now get involved and see whether any of these state officers knew or were abetting these money transfers. Because if they did, they are giving material support to terrorists, and they could go to jail for a very long time.
Wait, so elected representatives or those who work in government could, in fact, be held accountable. There's not any sort of immunity that would stop this.
Of course not. Remember, there was the case of the state judge up, I think in Wisconsin, who tried to hide an illegal alien from federal officers. That was obstruction of justice. This is worse. This is not just state officers who are impeding federal investigators. These are state officers who might have tried to cover up money transfers that were going to foreign terrorist groups. If any of those people knew that was going on and tried to help them, they might be guilty of one of the worst crimes in the code book, which is materially supporting enemies of the United States, foreign terrorist groups. And
Yikes. Okay, that's
Get 'em.
something to chew on.
Get them.
I'm trying to think of the name of the attorney general there. He knew. As far as I could tell, there's no way these guys didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, there are a
He's
bunch
Ellison,
of
by the way.
there's a bunch of whistleblowers on this that have said repeatedly that the entire Minnesota executive branch was made aware of what was going on.
Yeah,
So,
they took it right to the governor, and the governor threatened them in response.
Yeah,
Threatened,
and
not only with their jobs, but with much, much more.
so
Unbelievable.
this would be a great feather in the cap for midterms. Some people being walked away in handcuffs for what happened in Minnesota. That would be great for midterms.
Oh yeah, morale for the troops, you know.
Yeah.
For all the memers out there, they're working so hard making memes every day. You know, you got to feed them some red meat.
You have to. I mean, they are your base as far as support goes. Like, you have to get those people excited about coming out to vote, especially for a lot of these crappy Republican candidates that are up for election.
Mm-hmm. I fought in the Great Meme War of 2016. It was bloody and brutal, but we won.
Yeah, and we need it. We need it. That kind of propaganda, because that's what it is. Positive propaganda, but it's propaganda that helps our side win victories.
Yeah, to make people laugh about it. You know, it's funny. Ha ha. Look how dumb they are. You know, derp. I didn't see anything. You're funding terrorists. You're funding terrorist organizations. How do you not like put an end to that? How do you know about that as a governor or as an attorney general or as anyone in an elected office there? You know about it and you let it go because they're going to vote for you. Wow. And I'll tell you, Gavin Newsom, it looks like in California, is probably just as guilty all day long.
Yeah, that was probably going to be a little harder to dig through. The bureaucracy in California is deep, and it's got so many more people, but I guarantee he knows. I guarantee he knows.
Oh, he had to. Yeah. All the hospices. I mean, the numbers alone were just shocking. They blew through the roof every, expenditure they've seen in the last few years, right? It just went from like, a reasonable amount of hospices there to suddenly, 20% of all of the budget for hospices in the United States went to Los Angeles, you know? Just staggering amounts, numbers that would just blow your mind. And people just getting rich off it, They get a hold of someone's identity and they put them in their system. And now that person is screwed because they, go to a hospital a month or two later for whatever. And they say, well, no, you're in a hospice. We can't help you. And you're like, I'm not in a hospice. Well, yes, you are. Our system says you are. We can't help you. You're screwed.
And imagine how many other services are having the same issues. I mean, any government program that these people can apply for and get money from, they're going to be doing this kind of stuff. I mean, they're up and down the homeless industrial complex. It's all the same stuff. It's very crazy how they've been allowed to get away with this for so long. We need arrests, though, for sure.
I'm reminded of that guy, I don't know, about 20 years back who used to always make those commercials with him wearing that black suit with all the question marks and exclamation points all over it. And he was like, do you want to go to college? I can get you $25,000 from the government right now. Yep. How do you want to start a business? We'll get you $50,000 from the government over here. Or we can get you money from the government here or there. And now that guy's like working at the border. He's like down at the border when people come over illegally. He's like, come here, let's get you some government money.
Yep. It's exactly what it is.
It's brutal. I don't know. I'm reminded of that guy for some reason. It's literally what they're doing to a degree, Like I say, they probably made manuals for some of these people. There were people in, let's say, Ilhan Omar's office that says, hey, let's get this whole thing rolling. We've got the scam for you. Right? You guys support her. She's going to put in legislation that increases the amount of money to, kids' lunches. What was it, $230 million or something? And you guys are just going to follow these steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fill out these forms, and you're going to get checks. big checks every week, and you're going to use that to spread it around the community to some degree, not, lavishly or anything, but just give them all a little taste and make sure, we're all on board, that the whole community here is in on the scam, making money, so that they all just perpetually vote for you forever. It's brutal.
And, for the people who don't think that, think that's a little bit, outside of what they're doing, no, that's actually a part of Somalian culture, because of how crazy things are over in that world. It's a very hard place to live. It's very arid country, hard living place. That's ingrained in their culture. You support your clan by doing whatever you have to. And if your clan can be supported by stealing money from the government, that is perfectly acceptable. They see no problem with doing it. So one person introduces them to it. That's all it takes. It'll spread throughout the entire community, and the entire community will be doing it.
Yeah, and it's it's an infidel country anyway, right? It's destined to be in the dustbin of history from their perspective, from their religious perspective. Yeah. They're not here to, convert to Christianity and assimilate. They're here to expand Islam into as far and wide as they can in the United States, until eventually the entire world, the entire world will be Muslim one day.
Yeah, and fundamentally that is it's the base principle of Islam.
Yeah. And I mean, we've talked about it before. How Christianity has sent out people, all over the world, missionaries, right, to go and spread the gospel. And they went to Africa, they went to India, they went everywhere. Look at Japan today. Japan would not be a Christian nation without the missionaries.
Yeah, Korea as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've gone out and successfully done what they wanted to do, which is spread Christianity so everyone can be saved. Islam is no different. They look at it kind of the same way, except for it's just much more of a totalitarian system that it includes governance. It's not independent. There's no separation of church and state there. It's all one by design.
Total life control. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you end up with the burqas and, all the crazy laws. And if you, steal a candy bar, they cut your hand off. And, hey, man, it cuts down on crime, but at what cost? Yeah, right. There's, no women get assaulted or whistled at while they're walking down the street, but at what cost? Yeah. Would you rather get whistled at now and then and be able to wear shorts? Or would you rather wear a burqa and no one ever whistles at you?
Yeah, I mean, and it goes much deeper than that, but stuff we can't really talk about on the radio.
Yeah, FGM, maybe something like that. Yeah, goes deep.
Yeah,
it goes deep, and it's just it's a different culture. It's not one that I would want to have anything to do with. And I would never want to live in Saudi Arabia or in one of these countries. No, thank you. I know it's great for some people there. They really have a wonderful life, and to them, I wish them all the best. But there's a time and place for that, and there's a time and place for Western society as well. And, that's all we're trying to say is, hey, man, let's just keep it, real here. England is, like we've mentioned, it's far gone. It's 5% now, but look at what that 5% has done. When it becomes 20%, it'll be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Because the British people are just too wimpy. They're too weak to stand up and say, no, we're going to have dogs. If I want to walk my dog down your street, I'm damn well going to do it. And you're not going to, hurt me or my dog, or we're going to have, problems. I think we're going to see that more and more and more. You see these people harassing women on the bus. They're going to start getting their butts handed to them by average, Joe Blow just trying to commute to work over there,
Unfortunately, yeah, you will see it. Just like what we saw with the IRA making a comeback in Northern Ireland because of the immigrant situation there. Like you're going to have people take the matter into their own hands if the government doesn't help them out, for sure.
Remember that 13-year-old girl with the 2 machetes?
Yeah, precisely.
And I think it was either Scotland or Ireland.
I believe it was Scotland, but yeah.
13-year-old girl standing there with 2 machetes saying, "Get away from my sister. Leave me and my sister alone." She felt at that young age, that she had to go arm herself with 2 machetes to be able to safely walk down the streets of her own town, in her own country. It's not safe anymore. I mean, that is sort of the spunk that she put out there, that fight that she had in her heart to do the only thing she could to prevent imminent danger is the same thing that the people, the men of those countries are going to have to do very, very soon. It's going to happen in an ugly, ugly way if they let it keep going the way it's going. Eventually, people are going to say enough is enough, and it's just going to be a free-for-all. And you want to throw me in jail for fighting for my country? Go ahead, do it. You know what I mean? The jails will be filled with patriots that just are sick of it. And eventually someone's going to come to office and get them all out, and they're going to take back their country.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they can avoid the total internal conflict for control. I'm hoping they can do it politically. We'll see, though. Both of us are very skeptical on whether England can actually accomplish this politically.
Yeah, I mean, restore is the new reform. Reform is, now that they're getting closer and closer to power, it's just another, Tories or whatever. It doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to do any of the things that Nigel Farage has talked about doing, and even the stuff he talks about doing is pretty milquetoast. You know, restore is now sort of, hey, they realized reform wasn't going far enough, so they had to create another party that would capture those people. So they created restore. And now they're the villains. They're treated as, neo-Nazis and Tommy Robinson and yada, yada.
Yeah.
And by the way, May 16th, Tommy Robinson is doing a giant rally in England. So stay tuned for that, folks. That is coming up on May 16th, and it should be huge. I bet he'll get, a few 100,000 people out.
Yeah, he always does. He definitely knows how to put on a show of patriotic force. It's sad that we lost our guy who knew how to do that here. It is, but Tommy certainly is keeping the flame of the Union Jack alive.
Yeah, and that's funny. I mean, yeah, we lost, our guy here, but they're just so, Charlie and Tommy are so night and day different. They're so night and day different. Tommy's just a street guy, He's a blue collar. Yeah. Just
he's a hooligan, isn't he? Didn't he used to be a hooligan back in the day?
A soccer fan? Is that what a hooligan is?
Well, yeah, but he was one of the, he got himself in trouble when he was younger for fighting and being a kind of a drinker, and if I remember correctly. But I mean, that was the life back then. That was the average youth British life. It wasn't like he was doing anything abnormal, but then they came after him and turned him into a fighter. And yeah, they're a little bit different, but they both served a very unique feature, and they know a lot of different groups of people that all want the same thing, and he helps them work together. And that's something that Charlie did as well.
Yeah. Well, Charlie was a legend, and I really do believe that he was on a trajectory to run for office one day for president,
Absolutely. 100%.
And I think he would have done incredibly well. I mean, the guy, all he knows how to do is debate. You want to debate? Okay, let's debate. I'll debate my opponent every single day, all day, for 8 hours a day for the next 3 months. Let's do it.
Yeah, he definitely had the ability to talk to everybody. It didn't matter what level you were at. He could talk to everybody, for sure. That's one of the beautiful things about him that is also one of those things that sucks that it's gone. I mean, it's one of the worst things. We just did not have people like that anymore in the Republican side anyway. I'm not sure about the lefties, what they got. I try to ignore them as much as I can. But on our side, we just miss like that. Yeah.
They have Son Piker, who's just killing it for them. Boy. Mr. America Deserved 9/11 is just out on the campaign trails everywhere,
Yeah.
Which is pretty incredible, which is really pretty shocking. I mean, I'm seeing him doing campaign stops left and right. He's going to be the number one guy for the left through this campaign. And they couldn't ask for a worse candidate, a worse person to be on their ticket, so to speak. That guy, Hassan Piker, is a nightmare for the political left. There's no walking back the things he said. And if you're going to associate yourself with him, have fun.
Yeah, it's wild that they're aligning themselves with him. It is pretty wild. The left But again, I think the left's making their move to take over the Democratic Party all the way. They're not going to sit back this time. I think they're going to go for the full move.
Yeah. Well, they have to with this whole redistricting thing that just came out. You can no longer redistrict or create districts based on racial criteria. Okay, so you can't just make a district that's all, say, black people and put them together in one crazy district that looks like a snake that runs around the perimeter of the city. You know?
Yeah, that's big, actually. It really hurts them quite a bit in the South.
Yeah, they're saying this could flip 30 plus seats to the Republican Party. Because all of these, districts that were done like that have to immediately be redone. And so the redistricting war is going to be full force here in the next few months. It's going to get massively ugly. Lawsuits at left and right.
Hopefully the Republicans grow a pair and pause the primaries so they can do an emergency redistricting. That would be the smart move.
Well, and the Republican Party is dominant with the governors and state legislatures across the country. Really, it's a landslide. When you look at the number of Republican versus Democratic governors, it's pretty much a landslide. So they do control a lot of those state doings, and now they're forced to go out there and they have to redistrict this stuff. So it'll be now they don't even need to grow the cojones to do it, so to speak. I kind of have to do it, and they just need to have enough cojones to stick to the plan and not bail. And though it's not really we did it by how many people eat. I don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
You get my point.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy times we live in, man. It's crazy times we live in, unfortunately.
Yeah. But let's see what else. One last story here. Spirit Airlines just abruptly ended all operations and declared bankruptcy. All flights are canceled. If you are traveling with Spirit Airlines and you had a round trip ticket and you're in some far flung city, you're SOL. You got to come up with the cash to pay for a new return ticket, or you ain't going home.
Yeah,
it's
that
crazy.
Well, it's not really unexpected. They've been having trouble for a while. It's kind of crappy that they didn't let the JetBlue merger go through, but I'm all for companies that aren't run well going out of business. I'm a libertarian. If you can't run the business, go out of business. That's what happens. It sucks for the customers, but it's probably going to be better for the airline industry in the long run. All the best employees of that company will go to other companies and raise the level of competition between those companies.
Mm-hmm. You always do quote Gordon Gekko in saying that greed is good. I see that quote from you all the time. Greed is good. Greed is what's going to make this country great.
Sometimes.
That's why we got to chop up this airline, sell it for parts, and make money.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen. The bank's going to get some of their money back eventually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the one group that never really loses the money here, is it? But, hey, you want the money, you got to put up collateral, and so things go south, they get their collateral, and they walk out smelling like roses. But, the guy stuck in Hawaii who can't afford a flight back home to his job on Monday is kind of screwed. Except, of course, the fact that he's in Hawaii.
Well, I mean, getting stuck in Hawaii, there could be worse places. You could be stuck in Cincinnati.
You could be stuck in almost anywhere other than Honolulu. I mean, Honolulu's nice.
This is true. Very true.
I had a layover there once, and I'm kind of walking around. I go outside, I kind of look around, and I see on the ground this little stub. It's one of those things that says "Do not remove," from a blanket or a pillow.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to go solve the mystery. It's, do not remove this under penalty of law. And I just saw it lying there on the ground, and I was like, man, this is a mystery. I'm in Hawaii. I want to rent a Ferrari and go solve this mystery.
Grow out a full mustache.
Yeah. Get some short shorts.
Yeah, there you go.
And a Hawaiian shirt and start solving mysteries, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we are all out of time for tonight. But come back and check us out right here on this channel, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock p.m., and we'll see you there.
Great show, guys. Great show.
Alrighty, I got a little bit of an emergency going here, guys. I have to check out of here. Have a good one, Nick.
Okay,
All
go
right.
change your underwear. See ya.
Yeah. We're gonna host over on Kick to Adam Bombs, the Monkey Man himself.
All right.
All right. 'Cause Adam's got some hot gaming going on, and he always supports us, and we're gonna support him. So, Great Conspiracy he wasn't in tonight. I don't know what's going on with him, but you know.
Hey, thanks for everything. I'll see you Wednesday.
Yep, I'll see you on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and Adam Bombs. So I'm gonna do that. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. And you have a great night, and I'll get everything back up and running for music later on. So, good night, folks. Go over and give Adam some loving and some support, please.